I got all the swing in me. I got all the 1, 2, 3. I got all the swing in me. Dance with me, dance with me. I got all the swing in me. I got all the 1, 2, 3. I got all the swing in me.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. I hope you guys are having a good evening and staying strong and staying elite and staying good cult members and make me proud. You know how you do. Today we're talking about gambling. The finest thing a man can do as long as he's good at it. I remember hearing that for some video game or some movie or something like that. But it is the only way in people's minds to make it these days, right? And when you have nothing else, you might as well gamble, right? You throw your last several $100s or your last several thousand in the crypto markets and one of those gambling platforms or something like that. See if you hit it big. DraftKings, I don't fucking know. Poly Market. And inevitably you lose. And you lose big. And then you put a gun in your mouth, right? You just remember, up. Right there. You gotta hit the upside down pair. And that's what you do. And then that's the end of the game. So we're gonna talk about people who lost a lot. And we're going to ridicule them mercilessly. Absolutely mercilessly. And yeah. Talk about that. It should be a fun time. It should be a fun show. So buckle up. Get comfy, get cozy, you know, grab a nice martini or something like that, or, you know, whatever you drink when you're gambling. Everything that's within reach. If you're driving, keep driving. If you're working, please keep working. Yeah, I did that backwards. It doesn't matter. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, do all those things to help the cult out. You know, I really appreciate it. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream, and this is called, Did I hit something weird here? Did I hit something weird here? I must have hit something weird here. Wildest live trading losses with reactions. Enjoy.
From wild breakdowns after trades go south, to losing your college savings in one trade.
My balance.
Yep. I want to see people absolutely fucking chimp out. I mean, I'm sure everyone survives, but
Are the top 7 wildest trading losses caught on live.
It's gonna be funny to
Kicking
watch.
off our list is Danny's Trades, who's already down over $4,500 for the day.
And that depends. Like if you're playing with 150K, 500K, that's not a big deal. $4,000 ain't nothing.
He's staring.
However, if you're playing with $5,000, That's a lot of money.
at the NASDAQ futures chart, looking for a way to climb out of this hole.
I am
Get your
upset
dick
at
eaten.
myself. I'm a victim
Big B, $5. I bet it all on Sulk. That's a good bet. That's a
to
good,
that
strong
FOMO.
bet.
I was up, right? I was
Thank
up
you, sir.
11K. I over leveraged just to come back now.
What is leverage trading exactly? And forgive me for being a noob. I don't care for finances. It's I don't care for them. I have people to do that. Scrubs. No, what is leverage trading and trading on margin? I'm not familiar with this, and I should know this. I'm a full-grown adult male, and but apparently leverage trading is a bad idea.
I walked away from my screen. I even set a stop loss. Nothing. Now that's gambling. So guess what?
Nah, that's some fucking gambling. That's
I'll
good,
keep
strong
going.
gambling.
After seeing the market rally, he decides to bet against it, hoping for a reversal.
Despite says, but I don't drink or gamble. How's your vagina feeling tonight? Is it sandy? Is it a little sensitive tonight?
I'm liking the way this is looking. You know, I
You
think
got a
it's gonna be.
sensitive little vagina. Despite it's a sensitive little poofy, like it's you know, it's like poofy. You have a poofy vagina.
Shorts. I'm gonna go short here. All right, here we go.
What does that mean? I don't care.
Let's make this happen. Let's make this bread.
I'm still sick. I'm still sick. And I know I was drinking last night, but that's not part of it. It might be a small part of it, but not like the main thing.
For a moment, it looks like a brilliant move, hitting profits of over $3,000.
Background noise says sounds like trading but with implications. Like, what are we talking about? Like implications? What are we talking about? Implicating what exactly? Are we talking about the grape? Getting graped? Is that,
Yeah,
is
this is
that
gonna
what
fall
we're
for
implying?
sure. I hope, unless this market gets crazier. All right,
Shut up
we're
about
back
the
to-
e-bikes, all right? And the Planet Fitness and stuff. I'm, you know,
Profit on the day.
you got that vagina that's all, it's pursed. Its lips are like that. That's what your vagina looks like.
I want to like restart. I want to just go to break even.
It's poofy. It's poofy. It is puckered somehow. Can you pucker a vagina?
But just as quickly as the market went
Jess, she won't know.
in his favor,
She
it
won't.
snaps back. He watches as his profits are wiped
Jess, pucker that vagina.
out, and in a matter of seconds, the trade hits the stop loss.
We did hit TP on that though, guys. So don't be giving me any crap for that. Damn it, dude. I always do stupid shit, man. Why am I trading like this today?
Yeah, you should be working at like a Taco Bell. He looks like he lives in a decently nice house. So maybe he's good at it. There's an excellent freeze frame. Right as it's going up, he's getting his vinegar strokes in.
Why am I not taking my TPs?
Maybe some traders would take a breath and stop here, but he does the opposite.
This is not good.
Artie
You guys are
Sheriff says
watching
they got
me
pumps you
crash
can
out
use.
live.
Visibly frustrated,
You
he
hear that? Despite you can like pump it up.
immediately jumps back in with another short position.
All right, I'm gonna go one more short here. All right, here we go. Watch this TP hit.
This is classic revenge trading, trying to force the market to give you your money back.
Yeah, we got pulled out. I have to end the live. I can't go more steep. Hold on. Be right back.
At first, the trade goes well, reaching a $7,000 profit, but he refuses to cash out.
Yo. I know I'm up because I was watching my stream on Trader Joe's phone, and I'm gonna keep holding this.
Don't
We're
do
going
it.
full degen here.
Do it.
Imagine this just hits my stop loss.
Don't do it. Big B, do not find me that link. Do not deliver me. It says I'll find a link of one puckering. Don't do that. Don't send me that link.
It's so funny right now. I think
Well, like private. It's not going on the show. This is a family program. It's not.
we go to the
It's
bottom
not.
now. So guess what? I'm gonna take the risk.
He then gets up and walks away from his desk, hoping
Oh my god, dude! You guys don't see the thing behind me. I gotta move, dude, because like this is how much he's losing.
for things to go his way. but the price rips upwards,
Oh,
directly against his position, until he ultimately
no.
gets liquidated once again.
Oh, just absolutely slammed.
Guys, my friend Danny's trades he's down bad right now. He's not doing well. Pray for him. We hope the best for him. It's not going well, guys. Stream's over with, guys.
And while some trading losses happen in a flash,
Art and Shara said, like, with all gambling, the edge is knowing. Gambling's supposed to be fun, isn't it? If you're not having fun gambling, then that's when it becomes a problem. When you need to like gamble to like make ends meet, to like pay your rent and stuff like that when you've lost so much. This is why I don't understand like gambling in Vegas. You know you're going to lose. There is an off chance you'll win. People get addicted to that though. I don't.
this next one is a slow and
Maybe I should pick up gambling. Do you think I'd be good at it?
agonizing multi-day saga.
I think I'd be good at it. I'd bet I'd be the best at it. There's a
The
gambling
one that I
channel
do like
now.
is NZD USD. It's literally the exact same trade that we're having right here. Beautiful evening star bearish move. Beautiful.
Dude, what is with fucking analysts? Oh, so the chart is like this, so that means it's going to go up like this. I know that because I'm an analyst. You don't, though. You have no fucking clue. All the analysis and all the fucking lines you can draw all over that shit mean nothing. You know that? It is a complete gamble. The only way you know if it's going to go up or down if you work in Congress and like you're Nancy Pelosi or something like that. Oh, I'm sorry. She's just the best shot caller in history. She just knows. She outtrades fucking hedge funds and stuff like that. She's just the best. The best. She's not insider trading, of course, because that would be illegal. But she is the best caller in all of history.
Evening star bearish move. Now I'm going to wait for exactly what happened here. Lower high to then sell.
This trader spot
Big B says you have better chances on gambling on love. Gay. He says. That he ends his sentence with gay. Yeah. Somebody's been heartbroken.
That's what he believes is a perfect setup.
Somebody's been
He's
heartbroken
shorting the New
before.
Zealand US dollar pair, betting that the price will drop significantly. Confident in his analysis,
Art and Shara says that's not true, John. There are actually leading indicators of you know how to read candle charts. If you know how to read candle charts, look, dude. Sure. They don't always work though. They don't always work because if they did always work, I think people would have figured it out. Look, they just don't always work. Sure, there's indicators and being like, okay, it's probably it looks like it's gonna go up, and like. Sometimes those indicators are right and it does go up. But not always. Not always. And sometimes people absolutely lose their shit.
he enters a massive position and decides to hold it.
Let's see your poker face. My poker face would be constantly concerned. It's like me waiting for an HIV test. Is that how is that the look? All right, look at just give them the crazy eye. They have no idea. And I do it like when I pick up my cards, right? Okay, so it's normal face, right? I pick up my cards. How do you read that? I'll give them a different face every time. I would be a master pokersman.
It overnight, letting the market do the work.
Well, I mean, market up there right now, we are probably around break even. I mean, we're around break even. So we're up $15,000 right now.
Nice.
The next morning, it looks like his plan is working to perfection. But this is where things begin to go wrong.
I love my entry. I love this consolidation. All we really need is just one big bearish candlestick. And I think that will create the momentum needed in order for this to continue heading to the downside. How?
The chart spikes, and what was once a comfortable profit spirals into a gut-wrenching unrealized loss.
I mean, I literally said we might have a wick fill, but why are you listening to me? You should be going the other way, man. I mean, dude, right now we're in this trade right now, and I'm currently in drawdown $74,000. Like, it doesn't.
Oh, damn, bro.
Even mad. Like, I don't even care that I'm in the lost 74 grand. What I care is that I might f up my losing streak right now. I just don't understand. What are you doing wrong?
The frustration is palpable as he questions how the trade could have gone so wrong.
Why are you going the opposite way?
Despite says, I take it back. Cancel the show. Book a flight to Vegas right now. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. What am I doing on this show? I could be raking it in at the tables, getting shrimp cocktails and like, just living the good life, right? Getting comped rooms and stuff because of my poker face. Because my... Is that it? Is that good? I'm not even looking at the cards. I'm not even looking at the cards. I'm just looking at the other people. Yeah, maybe they think I'm crazy. And then I'll be like, I'm all in. I would be terrible. I'd be bad at it.
Why? Bro, I waited for the retracement. I waited for the engulfing. I stayed up last night and done the session. What did I do wrong?
Later in the day, he is
You decided to do this instead of like actually getting a job, I guess. But it's like your dad's money, so like, what's the matter?
back in profit, with the price coming within a hair of his stop loss, before reversing to the downside.
We are currently rejecting this high right here. Holy we really almost got wicked out in this market. Looking pretty solid. I'm going to continue to hold this trade.
You can tell his mood has improved, and he decides to hold the trade one more night.
I'm going to fall asleep right now, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and this is either going to be at my take profit or at my stop loss. How does this even happen, dude? How did this even happen?
Unfortunately, he wakes up to the worst possible outcome.
This guy says you can use Jess and the kids as a distraction of the poker. So that's not even gambling. I'm just literally robbing people. Is that the game plan? I just rob people? I mean, I'm fine with that.
Outcome.
That's
Just
cool.
inches away from being stopped out.
I literally
Background
go
says, fuck my dreams. No, I get it. Agreed.
from
Agreed.
waking up in the middle of the night to being nearly 100.
Dreams are meant to be dreamt, all right? They're not here in the real world. It's not something you can achieve, right? When people ask you when you're younger, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you're like, I want to be a fucking fire truck or something like that. They'd laugh at you. And then they'd spit on you and shit like that. And I continue the tradition. But they were just like, that's silly. You're a stupid little kid. You're probably going to die young. I'm advancing the tradition. I'm taking it a step too far. I'm taking it a step too far, you know. Maybe it's not far enough, but I'm just trying to really lower kids' expectations of life, which is what should have happened for us. It definitely happened for me. But for most people, they're all like, you achieved those dreams. You're going to be an astronaut. You're going to be a doctor. You're going to be an astronaut doctor, oil rig worker. I didn't have aspirations when I was young. I just wanted it to stop. I just wanted it all to stop. I'm like, this sucks, man. Being a child fucking sucks. It fucking sucked. And I just wanted to stop. So like people aren't like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because it's just like, I want it all to stop right now. It hurts. You mean you're telling me it gets worse from here? They're lying. It didn't get worse. It got better. But boy, it was pretty bad.
100 grand in profit. It completes this level.
Big B says people still have dreams. I would assume. I mean, my dreams are kind of weird. They're not like, oh, you're talking about like ambitions and stuff like that. No.
Left head, right
No.
shoulder has a beautiful.
Nah. If you're not like, nah, man. Like, what are you going to dream of? I was watching a video today of, like, this girl had a dream of opening a bakery. And then she was all like, yeah, that was real fucking stupid. Because now I'm, like, 100 grand in debt. And, yeah, nobody buys things from bakeries. It's a very stupid idea. It's not the 50s anymore. You know, bakeries don't work. Yeah. So there she goes. Her childhood dream just got smashed like one of her cakes outside of the front of her. I would have bought one of her cakes. And then smashed it against the window. And then smeared it and walked away. just to be a dick. But at least I bought something.
Beautiful push, bro. Like,
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, dude. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, and I don't care.
dude, we are down right now $65,000. See, that would be the majority of you guys right now after taking a fucking loss. Yo, this doesn't faze me.
Are you sure?
There goes my winning streak, bro.
Are you sure?
Not even an hour later, the price smashes through his stop loss and delivers the final verdict.
I lost $90,000 today, bro. So losing $90,000 on a position that was just a losing position, it is what it is.
Trading major world events is the financial equivalent of touching a hot stove. You might pull back with a profit, or you might get
I mean, with like Polymarket and stuff, you can guess on all types of stuff. Cheddar says, I dream of owning 1 Bitcoin. Why? Why? It's not a dream. That's not a dream. Owning, you don't grow up and be like, I want to own a Bitcoin, because they're going to be like, what the fuck is that? You're like schizophrenic little kid. Well, what is a Bitcoin? I have coins, and they're not like, what is that? Shut up. That's not a dream. A dream is doing something you love. You don't love owning a Bitcoin. I mean, you would. I'd be like, yeah, nice. Nice. Because that's a lot of money, right? But that's not something you were passionate about. So you just want to have a lot of money so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like a normal person. That's not a dream. That's just what people want to do. That's what people used to do. Now we're all basically slaves. We owe half of our lives to the government and the other, I don't know, 40% of it to boomers. So no, you don't get to live your dreams. No, you got to go work at like Walmart 100 hours a week and barely be able to live in your car. Say goodbye to the Bitcoin dream. Say goodbye to the freedom of living, of being alive, of enjoying life at all. Say goodbye to that. It's gone. It's over. And it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. It will continue to become worse over this next year. Trust me, I'm not optimistic in the short term. Maybe in the long term, if you're lucky enough to survive that long, which is looking less and less promising every single day.
severely burned. This trader is about to learn that lesson firsthand, trading the Trump coin during the president's inauguration.
Cheddar says, I love the amount I own now. That's fantastic, Cheddar. I'm very happy for you.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Can I have some of what you have? Can you give me some of your money? I would enjoy it.
Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do
You
solemnly
give me $5 and I will go get... Fuck, I can't even get pennies anymore. I cannot... The penny is a thing of the past. So you give me $5 and I'll get $5 single dollars. And then I'll spread them out on my bed. Then I'll jump and roll around in $5 bills.
He enters long, but the
Five
market
$1 bills and be like, I'm rich.
doesn't care about the ceremony. As the oath of office begins, his trade immediately goes sour. You can see the calm confidence draining from his face, the slight head
Oh
tilt,
man, the Asians love gambling.
widening eyes. He's realizing his bet is going catastrophically wrong.
Trump!
How much did he bet?
He can't take any more punishment and manually pulls out. That brings us to another familiar face in the trading world, whose experience shows that even seasoned traders aren't immune to devastating reversals.
So what we're looking for on GCT is a squeeze up to 26.
Trading a highly volatile stock, Ross is already up on the day and looking to press his advantage. He sees the stock pulling back slightly and decides to buy in, anticipating an explosive move higher.
So bought the dip there on GCT. Now I'm going to watch to add over 75 and 80. We're still on a little bit of a pullback. Bit of a swing there. So kind of bought into a false breakout. I'm going to add at
Dude,
96 to
look
buy
at the guy's setup. Well, you can't see it, but he's got like monitor on monitor.
the dip. And let's see if this thing can reclaim 2550.
But the market has other plans.
Arden Shara says, my favorite entertainment is watching people get rug pulled. It's hilarious. Dude, what's been going on with Bitcoin lately? But Bitcoin's been taking a shit. And I called this, right? Because like the boomers are starting to get into Bitcoin, right? And when the boomers start getting into the Bitcoin, then I'm like, oh, no, now it's not cool anymore. And now it's going to start to rug pull. I expect Bitcoin to tumble for the next year. Probably. Could be wrong. Maybe 2. I don't know. I could be wrong though. It could go to all-time highs. I don't know. I don't think so though.
In a matter of seconds, a promising trade turns into a significant loss.
I think Bitcoin might just be a super long con. It might be a super long con that like got everybody. And it's going to be like the most epic rug pull in history, which would be funny to see. It would be funny to see. Just tons of people just jumping off of buildings because they put everything they had into Bitcoin, which is not real. It is nothing. Bitcoin is nothing. It is numbers on a screen. There is no reason to put any money into it. I mean, money's not really a thing either, but like you can buy gold. Gold is an actual thing you can hold in your hand and it'll always have value. Bitcoin isn't that. It is not that.
So, this is kind of a bummer. That's going to be the biggest red trade that I've had in like a while. That trade right there just put me down 2,300 on the day. And it looked good. It honestly looked.
I don't have any Bitcoin. Why would you think I have Bitcoin to give you? I have 0 Bitcoin.
Great. I thought.
Yeah.
It was going to curl
I don't have any Bitcoins.
50 and squeeze up, and it popped to 25.75, and then just like
since it's worth nothing. I'm not saying it's not worth. Look, it's like those NFTs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's nothing. It is a nothing. It is a no thing. It's not a thing. It is numbers. People don't even know who invented it. Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? He is a nobody who created a nothing. It shouldn't be worth anything, but since people are degenerate gamblers, everybody on the planet apparently is a degenerate gambler, now it's worth a bunch of money. So I have no Bitcoins to give you. I have none. I could write it on a piece of paper. Here, I'll do it for you. Bitcoin. There we go. There we are. I give this to Cheddar. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of ethereal, just like normal Bitcoin. That's how you know it's genuine.
Hard sell there.
For many, that would be the end of the trading day. But Ross sees the stock making a
Arden Shara says we are going to try to establish Sulk shitcoin. And I promise you, I will not pull the rug. I think I don't care how high it goes. I think it would just be hilarious if there was a highly valued shitcoin based on this stupid stream that I have.
Powerful recovery. So he decided.
I think that would be hilarious, and it would be like the world's reserve currency, and then people would be trading like how many shits? How many sulks? What would you call the smallest unit? A sad? A sadoshi?
Decides to get back in.
So starter there, now looking for 26.25. We're now looking for the breakthrough 26.59. That bounce is what gives me confidence because it's a really strong bounce. It's a good bounce that's showing some good momentum.
Big B says I have a jar of coins. I'm pretty sure they're real. Look through them. You might have a Bitcoin. You might have a Bitcoin.
When we get the break through 26.50, I can be adding at that level and sizing up for the squeeze up to 28.70. That's the target, 28.70. So I think this is one that you got to buckle up on a little bit.
He's watching, waiting for the breakout. When the stock begins to fade again,
I got to cut it loose. It's just pulling back too much. So
he closes the trade, and the full extent of the damage becomes clear.
I got to be a little careful here. I went from up $3,000 to down $6,000. This is
That
the
ain't too
first
bad.
red day that I've
That ain't too bad. That's not too bad.
had since
6 grand. Look, if you're making tons of money and you lose 6 grand, that's not too bad.
July. The struggle here is real for sure on this stock. 2 back-to-back losses.
This next trader finds himself on the wrong side of a brutal move in the crypto market.
$14,000? What?
He's in a long position on Solana, but the price is in an absolute freefall. When he returns to his computer, he is already down a life-altering $14,000.
Not life-altering. 14 grand is, I'm sorry, 14 grand is not a life-altering amount of money. Unless you're already fucking poor, all right? If you're fucking poor, 14 grand, look, if I took a 14 grand hit, I'd be bummed. It's not life-altering. It's not gonna like, oh, we're gonna have to start, giving hand jobs in the streets and no more e-bikes for us, honey. No, come on. It's not that bad. That's not that bad. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. That sucks.
That $40,000?
The chart had dipped well below the blue support line he drew. Staring at the screen, his face is a mask of pure disbelief as the loss ticks higher and higher.
My balance.
He frantically checks his remaining balance, but there's nothing he can do. The price continues to plummet.
Cheddar says Bitcoin is digital gold. You can't use it at your average store for the same reason you can't buy your groceries with gold and silver. You can buy groceries with gold and silver, sure. If you go to a grocery store and say, hey, I'll trade you this gold, I guess you could do that with Bitcoin as well. But like, yeah, I mean, you can trade things for anything you want. Would I call it digital gold? Not really. I would call it nothing. I would call it numbers. I mean, at the very basis of what it might be is energy consumption, but because you need electricity to make Bitcoins, but like really, it's not anything. It could go to zero tomorrow. There's no real uses for a Bitcoin. It could go literally to zero tomorrow. It's nothing. It is a breath. It is wind. It's nothing.
No. God. I don't.
And show the receipt saying you paid in gold and silver. Oh wait, you don't own any of that either. I do own silver. Yes, I do have a small amount of silver.
I don't believe it. I don't believe
Not much, but I do.
The denial turns to desperation as he tries to
And what does it matter if I do or not? Do you think my financial situation is so bad, Cheddar, that I have to spend every night on the internet and every day on the internet cracking jokes for you guys? I'm so sorry I don't own whatever it is you want me to own.
exit the trade. What
Okay.
follows is his raw reaction to watching what could be years of savings evaporate in a matter.
Just because you don't have it doesn't mean it's not good, John. Ardenshire pays in bottle caps. Look, Cheddar, I'm sorry. Apparently you're getting offended that I don't think Bitcoin is like anything. But that's just my opinion, bro. I'm not saying you can't make money off of it. You can. You absolutely can. I just don't think it's anything really. Look, don't get offended. Don't get you probably own some Bitcoin, and congratulations for you for that. But like, I don't think it is anything. It's not a thing, bro. It is numbers on a screen that other people have deemed to hold value. That's not anything intrinsically valuable. That's not something that can be used to purify water or like use in certain scientific applications or create jewelry or anything like that. It is numbers on a screen. Hi. Cheddar's mad at me because I told him Bitcoin was nothing. And he's all like, just because you don't have it doesn't mean it's not good. I didn't say it wasn't good. I didn't say that. Didn't say that. If you bought it when it was like $5 a piece, it's a pretty good thing, isn't it? But really, at the end of the day, it is nothing. It is nothing, bro.
Solana.
I know. I'm fine. No, yeah.
Close.
Next up, we have
I know.
TJR, trading the NASDAQ 100 futures. And he's
This guy's smoking meth. Is that what you're doing? You're smoking meth?
starting his session feeling the pressure to perform.
Market just opened. We really got to start making some money.
He identifies a setup to go long, betting the market will rise.
I just want to long off this bitch right.
Cheddar says there is an infinite amount of cash in the Federal Reserve. Yep. Because cash is nothing. Fiat currency is absolutely nothing. And every time a country or an empire establishes fiat currency, within a generation, that empire always collapses. It started when the boomers were born. Now that the boomers are on their way out, it's going to collapse. The boomers had the generation where they got essentially free money their entire lives, and now the country is over. So thanks again, boomers. Congratulations. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to be worth anything. I'm just saying, bro. At any point, it could be rug pulled. And it's not the same for gold or silver or something like that. There's something you can actually hold in your hand. That has always had value. You've always been able to trade that. People want that for specific reasons, one way or another. I'm not saying Bitcoin is a bad investment, although I kind of think right now it is. Will it go higher in the future? Probably. But that's only opposed to the dollar. And the dollar is going to become cheaper no matter what. That's just mathematics. That's just math right there. The dollar is going to become cheaper no matter what. So, yeah.
Now, dude. It's like I know where it wants to go. It's ready to fire.
He jumps into the trade, but in his haste, he commits one of trading's biggest mistakes.
I'm going to give this.
Most people think something they don't understand is stupid. What am I not understanding? I'm not saying it's stupid. Are you talking to me? I'm not saying Bitcoin is stupid. I'm just saying it is absolutely nothing. It is not a thing. I'm not saying it's stupid. If you make money off of something, that's not stupid. I mean, people made money fucking selling pictures, NFTs of monkeys. Admittedly, that was stupid. That was a stupid thing. But if you're making money, that's not stupid at all. Right now, I just don't think Bitcoin is a very good investment for the next year or two. Then it'll probably be a buy again. Absolutely.
Some room to work, though, because we
It's not like I've never owned Bitcoin. I think I still have some. Somewhere.
It can come down
somewhere. On a ledger or something, or in an account I probably can't access.
Create an SMT off these lows.
Oh, despite saying it's stupid. Okay, despite says, I also am of the opinion of Bitcoin is stupid, no offense. Yeah, I'm not saying it's stupid. I'm not saying it's anything. It's nothing. It is not a thing. Look, gambling is stupid. And it is essentially gambling. You're gambling that it's still going to be, people are going to want to buy it. So in that sense, yeah, it is kind of stupid. Because there's no reason anybody really, we could all decide tomorrow that it's worth nothing. Just the entire planet. Just be like, nah, no. And then it's worth nothing anymore. And that'd be crazy. But it could happen. It could happen.
Crazy because I haven't.
Artichoke says John is actually right. Buying Bitcoin at 90K is retarded. Well, I mean, like, it's better than buying it at 110, which a lot of people did. And then they absolutely shit bricks when it dropped $20,000. It's not a gigantic drop, right? Remember, Bitcoin was at like 25 grand 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. And so it drops like, 10, 20%. Oh, well, if you have enough money to hang on to it, you shouldn't sweat it, dude. It's really a long-term investment. Yes, it still might go to zero. That's very possible, but it could go to $1 million a piece. I don't know. But in the next year, it's probably a bad buy.
Even set a stop loss yet.
But if you own it, I'm not saying sell it. I'm just, sit tight,
He entered the trade without a stop loss. Before he even has a chance to place it, the price plummets, blowing past the level where his stop loss was supposed to be.
That's
But when it fake back to 50 or 60 and cash out at 150K. Buy when it's back at 50 or 60. I mean, if it dropped to 50 or 60, yeah, I would say that's a pretty good buy. At $50,000 or $60,000. Yeah, I mean it's probably going to return. It's probably a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a good buy.
I'm going to put it underneath those lows though. Now, what the bro?
Freeside says the minute people start to get hungry, Bitcoin goes to zero. Dollars will last a little longer than that. Sure. But even longer than like digital dollars is like cash dollars, like greenback dollars. You should have a stack of cash in your house. And not just like, oh, I have this credit card, I have this debit card and shit like that. It's got, $20,000. Yeah, hold a couple grand in your house. Just in case, Sometimes shit goes down. There might be a cyber attack, a solar flare or something like that, and you're going to want to buy stuff. So you can use the green dollars. Better yet, you can hold gold or silver. That holds a lot of value. What is gold at right now? Like $4,500 an ounce? I call that shit too. I call that shit
this
too.
This turns what should have been a more manageable loss into a potential six-figure disaster. He's now trapped in a rapidly losing trade. All he can do is sit there and breathe through the panic.
Another good thing to have is ammunition. Bullets. People will always need bullets.
Down $40,000. His only choice is to place his stop loss below.
Big B Trucker says bare minimum have $1,000 cash. That's a great bare minimum. $1,000 just sitting in your house in like a safe or a shoebox, it really doesn't matter. Just having that on hand. Like if the shit hits the fan, you have a couple of weeks of groceries, right? That is not the worst idea in the world.
The new dip to avoid being immediately taken out.
I'm only down 40K right now.
Only down 40K.
I would like to mitigate the risk a lot.
He openly...
Anpu says 4K an ounce right now. Damn, dude. I remember when I was like, got like $1,500 years ago.
He admits the gravity of his situation and opens another position a bit lower than the last one to try to mitigate the risk.
Get another entry here and then move my stops underneath this low. That would be ideal. All stops are underneath this low now. So still 100K risked. I don't like how this looks at all though.
After a few minutes of the market chopping around, the price drops one last time, hitting his emergency stop loss and sealing his fate for the day.
See what we got whacked for. $87,000. Oh man. This week has been bad, bro. And this month.
Yeah, you got taken for 87K, bro. That sucks. It is what it is, man.
We're down
it is what it is.
113K.
And finally, we end with one of the most heartbreaking and dramatic reactions so far. This next clip from trading streamer Jadudu is a masterclass in how quickly a dream can turn into a disaster.
오늘 해장 안 해도 되겠다. 이 차트 올라가는 것만 보니까 막 속이.
We join her in a winning long position on Bitcoin, and she's already fantasizing about the profits.
아이고 여러분들 내일 보자. 내일 아침에.
$700? $800? Is that what it is?
내일 보자. 내일 아침에 오도록 하겠습니다.
Feeling unstoppable, she makes the fateful decision to let her winning trade ride overnight, convinced she'll wake up to even greater fortune. But while she slept, her account went on a journey of its own. First, the price of Bitcoin soared, and her unrealized profit swelled to an incredible $2,000. But then, in a violent reversal, her position gets liquidated, leaving her with less than $200.
근데 이게 나 자는 사이에 무슨 일이 있었는데.
It's not that
이게
bad.
어떻게 한 번에 다 내려? 이게
Is that a
어떻게
lot for them?
한 번에 다 내려? 이게 말이 돼?
Anpu says wood. Get your mind out of the gutter. We're gambling here, all right? Think about boobs later. When you have lots of money, when you got all that money, the boobs will come to you, sir.
이게?
The boobs will come to you.
이건 꿈이야.
After waking up to the devastating loss, Jadudu decides to replay the recording of the overnight price action. Still in disbelief, she begins to act it out, as if she's watching it unfold in real time.
쏜다! 가자, 비트야! 간다! 비트 간다!
Is she drinking? Hitting the bottle? This gambling looks fun. Carmano says, should have put a stop loss at break even, especially overnight. Yikes. Eh. $1,600. Look, that is not that bad. You lost a few $100s. Okay, that last guy got taken for $90K, $90,000. Oof.
After the brutal crash, her mood shifts to one of pure panic and despair. She's a spectator to her own financial demise, unable to do anything about it.
I don't understand what a fib level is. Probably not. It's not that big of a deal. Oh my God, you lost $800. That is a night in Vegas. Calm down. Calm down. God, these Asians, they get so worked up. They just get so worked up. It's not that big of a deal. My $2,000. God, dude, like Japan is expensive too. That $2,000 would not get you very far.
She starts begging on her hands and knees and asking for donations, however small they may be.
아이고 형님 감사합니다. 아이고 복 받으실 거예요.
28,280인.
진짜 한 개 사달라고 했는데 진짜
So is that what I need to do? Do I need to get on my hands and knees and beg for donations? Is that what I need to do? Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, me so sad. I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, maybe 800 is like $1 million to Koreans. I don't think it is. I don't think that's it. If that was the case, I'd be in Korea right now. I'd be in a penthouse in Korea, the good Korea, North Korea, and I would be living it up. You know, the only one with food and stuff like that. And I'd look at all the bony little kids and I'd knock them over and be like, ha ha ha. And I'd eat an apple and I'd toss the core at him. And he'd be like, oh, thank you so. Right? I'd be living the good life, taking advantage of the underprivileged. Like a man does. Like a man does.
Once the replay is over and the reality sinks in, she spirals into a full meltdown.
God, dude. Okay, all right. Okay, this is all about. No, I'm not gonna beg. I'm not gonna beg just because I don't. Well, how much are you gonna give me? How much you can give me if I beg? If I beg for because I'm not gonna beg for like $5. Give me $100, I'll do it.
In a final act of desperation, she takes her.
I will grovel. I will make a fool of myself for the mere The mere price of
remaining
$100.
$177, enters another long trade hoping for a miracle, and proceeds to lose that as well,
For the
bringing
CCP bucks, they'll kill you if you lose $20. Nah.
her
nah.
trading session to a definitive end.
아니 씨발 잠깐만요.
Shimo says Korean women are bitches. Why? Why specifically Koreans? I don't have enough experience with Korean women to actually say that definitively. But I'm gonna take your word for it, bro.
술 취해가지고 잘못 잡았는데요. 잠깐만요. 씨발 잠깐만요. 안 돼요.
You
이거
want my
안 돼요.
lungs? Yeah, I do.
잠깐만요. 잠깐만요. 안 돼요.
This is all in the past. This is all in the past. Well, that was funny. That was funny. Now let's watch when using AI ruin people's lives. Huh? Is that good?
Rise of AI, we've seen something of a criminal arms race spring up.
Why not?
From deep fake Joe Biden phone
Find something else to talk about. Because that's what we're here to do is talk.
calls to jilted employees.
Look, I know I'm not my my typical bubbly self because I still don't feel very good. There's a sickness went around that just fucking devastated me. It really got me, dude. Like, I get sick a lot because I got these kids and they're constantly coughing in my mouth and shit. But like, this one got me.
Framing their bosses and disturbing ChatGPT conversations leading to arrests. Today we'll be covering truly unsettling cases of AI-related crimes. The racist principal AI scandal. This case
Okay.
involves a rather
I'm
slimy high
listening.
school sports coach who
Oh,
participated.
I gotta do an ad. I gotta do an ad. Ooh, they're not paying much, so whatever. I don't care. Oh, I gotta resize this thing. Hold on. Whoop. There we go. There we are. Let's see if this works. They're not paying much, but I gotta do them. Come on, pop up. Damn it. Hold on. I gotta see. Come on. There we go. Sorry, this is always a pain in the ass. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, well, this pays a little bit better. Does it pop up? Yep. Let's be clear. Cryptocurrency is no longer emerging. It's here, and this latest move cements that reality in the biggest way yet. Trump Media Group just inked a massive $6.4 billion deal with Crypto.com, the world's top crypto platform. They're teaming up to scoop up $6.4 billion in CRO, the powerful token that fuels fast, low-fee DeFi staking rewards and real-world perks like cash back on your spends to launch America's first CRO treasury. When it's done, this new company will be the biggest CRO holder out there. Want in on the action? Head to Crypto.com today and grab some CRO. Let's make crypto great again. It's $1.44. I'll take that. It's not much. I'll take it.
Participated in an elaborate AI conspiracy.
Yeah. Now, Bitcoin, no. CRO, yes. I am a fervent believer in CRO.
Though his plot would backfire in disastrous fashion, ultimately leading to jail time. 31-year-old Dazon Darien began working as athletic director for Pikesville High School in Baltimore County, Maryland in July of 2023, and it became clear rather soon the hiring might have been a big mistake. As athletic director, the guy had access to the school's budgeted funding and would seemingly abuse this authority. The man found himself under investigation after reportedly using school finances to make an unauthorized $2,000 payment to the school's junior varsity basketball coach, who was not only buddies with Dazon, but was his roommate.
Dazon Darien? Was that his name?
Passing payroll and slipping over a cheeky $2,000 payment from school coffers to your roommate, we're off to a great start here. The discovery of this, along with a
Okay, I'm so sorry, but I see the wacky world of bath salt crimes. I don't have to do that. I have to. Look, I have to. I have to.
In the early 2010s, people all over the US and
Cheddar says I make money shorting CRO. Okay. Well, so you're making money off of it.
Europe
There
were
you
able
go.
to casually
There
walk
you go.
into any given convenience
There you
store and
go.
purchase illicit substances,
And
hard ones to say the
I'm making money pitching CRO. So CRO is actually doing us some pretty good. It's both doing us pretty good.
least. This led to nothing short of international pandemonium, with some wondering if it was the beginning of the zombie apocalypse.
So I
Bath
guess I could
salts,
say
or known over in Europe as
bath salt zombies. I mean, like that's the. When was bath salts big? Like a few years back, where like people were like eating people's faces and stuff. That was the cool bath salts. Bath salts have gotten lame. Now it's all Fent and like trank and stuff like that, where these people are just bent over in the middle of. And I've seen these people IRL. It's like, God damn, dude. I want to kick them over, right? You know, like cow tipping. You just like. You want to knock them over? Is that illegal? Like to, you know, a guy that's just like fent bent, and you're just like, and then you just like shoulder check him real good. Is that illegal?
as monkey dust are what they have come to
What's he gonna do? Call the cops?
call designer drugs. They were called as such because, in order to hide their true nature as a hardcore drug, the designers would often
Shank,
brand the
that's what
goods
we're
as
doing.
either bath
Bath
salts,
salts.
cleaning powder, plant food, potpourri, or all manner of different products. Given their appearance of white, powder-like...
Can you imagine some like fucking tweaker just going to the Bath and Body Works and just start cutting up the candles into lines and snorting fucking candles and then fucking railing bath salts and just going absolutely bananas and shit and just making that place into a crime scene? I'd watch that. I'd be that guy.
little granules, one might find those labels believable. They would then
Crocodile. Do people still use crocodile? Do people still do crocodile? I thought that was like Russians.
slap a sticker on that would read, not for human consumption, in order to create a little bit of plausible deniability,
It's called
and hopefully
cocaine.
avoid any sort of prosecution while dealing drugs in gas stations, convenience stores, and over the internet. These products first came
I'm
to
sorry, isn't that what Kratom? Doesn't Kratom say not for human consumption? And like they all sell it. And then look, I did Kratom for a long time, and I'm gonna be real with you. I was addicted to that shit. And I stopped doing it. And when I stopped doing it, I was like fucking I was like coming off of like fucking heroin or something. Like I've never done heroin. But like I imagine it would be similar. It was it's not so nice. It wasn't the best experience. Yeah.
in around the year 2009, but it wasn't until 2010, 2011 that they really exploded in popularity, usage, and memes. Calls started pouring into US and European poison control centers as people went to their local convenience stores and gas stations to pick up their products and give them a try. After all, if they're legally, openly sold in shops, I mean, how dangerous could they be? I mean, they were easier to buy than a simple can of beer. Well, the answer to that question is very. In
Cheddar
20
says, I'm glad I never touched 7OH. Oh, yeah, the 7 Mitragini stuff. Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, like, it'll fuck you up, right? Like, those 7 tabs that, like, Mersh takes, that's like taking fucking morphine, dude. That shit'll fuck you up. That'll fuck you right up, dude. So, yeah. And, yeah, it's pretty easy to get addicted to it. Not saying don't do it. I'm just saying you might get addicted to it, bro. And it's gonna be like heroin. It's gonna be a part of your life. And if you want to hang out and like dance with that devil, be my guest. But I mean, it's not like that destructive, but it's gonna cause some issues. It will.
2010, the number of calls to US poison control centers involving bath salts was around 300. In 2011, however, that number ballooned into an astounding 6,000. If
Carmado says, Kratom constipated me like crazy. Big old green grainy clumps of poop. Yeah, it did. It will constipate you badly.
one were to ingest the designer drugs, they would face all manner of concerning symptoms. Headaches, nausea, chills, heart palpitations, paranoia, and even anxiety/panic attacks. If one who were already susceptible to psychotic conditions were to ingest, smoke, snort, inject, or otherwise administer the dangerous substance, it would tend to send their pre-existing disorders into overdrive.
The only time to do drugs is when you have schizophrenia. I think that really makes it a lot more fun. Makes it interesting, makes it worthwhile.
It wasn't unusual for people to experience hallucinations, delusions, and erratic behavior. And that's putting it lightly.
Cheddar says I would probably love Kratom. You probably would, because I did. I love that shit. It was like nice. It was very chill and stuff like that. But then you just get used to taking it every day, and then eventually you're like, damn, I'm addicted to this shit. I'm a fucking addicted to this shit. And then you're like, okay, now I have to like go through a withdrawal process, right? Which is not that fun because it's like, it's uncomfortable. It's just, it's very difficult to sleep and you get like twitchy and shit like that. It only lasted me like a week or so, but it was an uncomfortable week. And I haven't touched it since. And it's been like a year, but it's like, yeah, it's a thing.
The first incident to really bring bath salts into the forefront of the public.
God, dude, why? He looks like the Death Note guy. Why do you look like that? Why do you look like that, bro? Why do you look like a Japanese anime character?
Conscience was an incident known as the Miami Cannibal Attack, or more casually, the bath salts zombie. This was when, on May 26th of 2012,
Arden Share says, I still do Kratom, but California made it illegal. I guess the Middle Easterners are still willing to sell it, though. California made it illegal to do Kratom? Really? Really? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you can still operate your life and shit, right? You can still operate your life. It's just, I felt like when I was coming off of it, it was like very emotional. I'm like, damn, I'm sad. Why am I so sad? I know I'm like the Incredible Sulk and all that, but like, it was a different kind of like bitchy mood. Like, it was like a weak sadness. Like, man, I'm a bitch, dude.
a man named Rudy Eugene attacked a homeless man.
Most of the time, my sadness is very brooding and like introspective. And like, you know, kind of sexy like that. But this was like a bitch sadness. Like,
on the MacArthur Causeway in Miami, Florida. The entire incident,
I believe you, Ardenshire. If you're tough, you can handle it. I believe you, bro.
Which was caught on tape, became broadcast on news channels.
But the thing is, I was taking heaps of it. I was like, at one point, I was taking just heaps of it, just like big old scoops and scoops, like 2 or 3 times a day, just big heaps of it. And I was like, this is too much. This is getting too much. I can barely shit. I'm just like, it's too much.
Not only throughout the US, but internationally as well.
Cheddar says, so Kratom turned you gay.
The attack started when Rudy accused the homeless man, Ronald Popo, of stealing his Bible.
Popo.
He then beat him until he lost consciousness.
You stole my Bible. I'm going to beat you to death. You mean that book you got for free? That they hand out for free? You beat someone to death? What?
Tore off his pants.
Did you read it? Did you read any of it? It says, thou shalt not beat a homeless man to death. Or something like that.
And most shockingly began to bite down on his face. Rudy began to eat a...
No, okay, fine, Cheddar. No, Kratom did not make me gay. Huh?
Way at the unconscious man's face, ultimately biting off most of his face above the beard line.
Big B says, was never a downer. Ephedrine, on the other hand, that shit made me money. Yeah, I like downers. I mean, like, I'm not like, I'm definitely not against them.
Including eating his entire left eye.
I mean, in the past, I don't do any of that shit now. Now I'm just, well, I'll drink. I'll have a drink. You guys know that.
Eyeball.
You guys know that.
The whole attack left Ronald completely blind, but surprisingly...
Cheddar says, thou shalt not jack off in the homeless man's mouth when sleeping. Deuteronomy, yeah.
The savage assault didn't end until the Miami PD arrived and shot Rudy
It's Deuteronomy. That's what it is. It's with a D.
On the spot. Police initially believed that bath salts were involved, given the pure psychopathy of the carnage they had seen. They couldn't believe that any average sort of psychosis could have led to such a brutal scene without some sort of intoxicant being involved. But toxicology tests came to show no drugs in Rudy's system aside from cannabis. This is where a bit of controversy began. Some would claim that this was a sign that bath salts weren't involved at all, while others would claim that the standard testing wouldn't have revealed the chemicals in bath salts in the first place. Regardless, this became the most well-known
I don't even know what the chemical in bath salts are. No idea.
bath salts-related crime and brought the designer drugs into the spotlight. Whether or not this case really involved the substance, many others have been proven to.
Background note says, dude looks like he was attacked by a chimp. Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen those. That shit is horrible. Horrible. Why would anybody keep a chimpanzee? It's always women, too. It's like when, oh, I got my little pet chimpanzee. He's just a baby now, but when he becomes an adolescent, he'll rip my face off and beat me to death with my own arms. After ripping those off. Do you understand how strong a chimp is? It is wild. I don't know why people are so stupid. Why would you keep a chimpanzee? Why would you keep a python in your house? I was thinking about getting a gigantic tortoise and letting it roam around my yard since it is fenced in now. I don't see how that could go wrong, and I'm still considering it. If you guys have any sources, somebody wants to get rid of their gigantic tortoise, needs a good home, let me know. He'll roam around my yard. The kids will ride on him.
One of the most interesting cases of a bath salts.
Women do be dumb. Despite says salvia is lame. Salvia is terrible. Salvia is awful. There's no wonder, like, when I was a kid, it was legal. And, like, no wonder, because it's awful. It is a terrible thing. It doesn't feel good. It makes you see weird things. I saw, like, machine elves and shit like that. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's awful. This is an awful drug.
Related crime involved the arrest of a 35-year-old woman named Tracy Mabb. At 5 p.m. on a
Strawberry says there's a pet wolf attack near me recently. Was the guy on salvia just thought he was getting attacked by a wolf? Or worse, was he on salvia actually being attacked by a wolf? Because that would be disorienting. That would be pretty bad. I'd be like, this isn't real. This isn't real. But it was.
Tuesday afternoon, Tracy walked out into the middle of a highway in Pompano Beach, Florida, and pulled up her shirt to show her bare chest. She didn't stop there, pulling off her pants as well, and
Strawberry said, why the fuck you don't own a wolf as a pet? I have no idea. You know, I'd like a dire wolf. Aren't they making those now? Aren't they playing God and bringing back extinct species? And don't be like, it's not actually a dire wolf. They're extinct. It's just a modified husky or whatever the fuck it is. I don't care. I don't care. All right. Don't be the actually guy. Don't be the actually guy. I want a dire wolf. I want him like 6 feet tall at the shoulder and like, you know, does my bidding and stuff like that. That'd be pretty sweet. It'd be wildly reckless though. Why? If I can't kick a dog's ass, I'm not going to have it. My dog's like 80 pounds, and I can still beat that motherfucker down if I wanted to. We wrestle.
And showing passers
getting on in years, so he's not really, you know, he'll still bite me and stuff. Like play bite. He doesn't like rip my skin off, but he's a lab chow. So, you know, he's a mouthy breed.
Buy the full set of goods, front and back, as she spun around.
Art and Share says, support John's weird drug fund here, Ko-Fi. And then my Ko-Fi. Oh, and Okay to Be Christian gave a $5. Thanks, bro. God damn it, dude. Fine. Since you gave $5, fine. Dude, bro. Are you still playing Black Ops 7? Because I hear that game is hot trash. This is the link he sent. LGBTQ recovery blog. Is Kratom addictive? Not as much as dick in the ass. Am I right? Haha. Am I right, bros?
In an intoxicated stupor. Motorists were rubbernecking as the naked woman posed and danced throughout the street, leading to danger in more ways than one. When police officers arrived...
Oh, Freeside's got a lab chow too. Love them. Love the breed. Love the breed. They're fucking awesome. My dog's name is Dudley. He's a good boy. Love him. I would get another one if I could. I'm sure I can. I'm sure it's not going to be a problem, but just happen to get a lab chow. And yeah, probably get another lab at least. Probably when this one goes. He's getting old. He's like 5 years old now. That makes me sad.
She refused to stop posing her nude body in the middle of the speedway, telling the officers, quote, "I don't give a fuck," when they told her that what she was doing was illegal. The police threw cuffs on Tracy and arrested her then and there. It was immediately very clear that she wasn't completely coherent. Either way, she was taken in and booked. The police took a mugshot that has become nothing short of legendary, painting a clear picture of the results of abusing this particular substance. Damn. While it was initially widely reported that she was on bath salts at the time of the crime, the police never did come out with a specific confirmation. Regardless, she was held in jail on a $600 bond while the internet laughed off the entire incident.
He says, mine is Apollo, training was a breeze. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say training was a breeze. It's just, I mean, he does what I tell him to do. He knows what I'm telling him to do. He's just a little free-spirited. That's why I had a fence in my yard. But he'll do what I tell him to do.
Miami wouldn't be left with...
Chris says BO7 is gay, and I'm gay for buying it. Well, at least you're out there. I heard it was hot trash. I mean, I've been seeing stuff online that BO7 is just hot trash. I'm sure the gameplay mechanics have not changed that much because it's fucking Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty, and they've been milking that game for, it seems like decades now. It has been decades. It has been decades. So, but now it's just weird. That's just fucking weird. Didn't buy it, didn't play it, so I can't really say all that much. But from what I've seen, it looks like trash.
Only one bath salts related.
Christian. Come back to Arc Raiders. But I've changed. I've changed in Arc Raiders. I've become evil. I've become the rat. I've become the camper that fucking camps the extraction point and just fucking snipes people. And I steal all their goop and stuff. And then people are like, you should die. And I'm like, yes, but you die first. And I go out on cool lines like that.
Incident, not by a long shot.
I did the Harvester event as a solo. And I got the things. I extracted with like a Jupiter blueprint. Can you believe it? I'm different now.
Summer day, a man named Shane Schuler went into a local park on 19th Avenue, a park notably located directly behind the North Miami Beach police station. He stripped down, removing all of his clothes, and laid down on a...
Art and Cher says that's because there are some bitch-ass N-words that love to snipe you when you're at the elevator. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's part of the game. It's part of the game, dude. It's Art and Cher. If you want to play later, too, get a mic, bro. Get a mic. Please get a mic.
Park bench. This was when a woman and her daughter entered through the park at the 20th Avenue entrance when they saw Shane lying there, naked on the bench. The mother...
Christian says, I saw you change. It gave me chills.
Said that he was completely naked with his
dark
junk
now.
on full...
I went to the dark side, dude. I don't feel good about it, but like, oh my God, it is satisfying. Oh my God, just to absolutely rat on people, dude. Just fucking snipe them from like a distance and just be like, I got your stuff. I know you're on your way out, but I got your stuff now. Yeah, I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. The game has changed me. It has absolutely changed me. I'm like, we can all work together. Let's all extract at the same time. Okay, everyone hold hands, and then later we're gonna go to the dick sucking party. Yay! But no, now I'm like, everyone dies but me. Doesn't even matter if you have stuff or not. I want to kill you.
Display.
I know you don't. I know you freeloaded in. I'm going to kill you. I want you dead.
Was when she tried to walk past him and out of the park, but Shane stood up as she came into his vision, exposing himself fully to her toddler. This was when Shane looked the kid straight in the eyes and
Despite says I snuck into the elevator with someone else today. Yeah, but let's keep it about arc raiders, okay?
said chillingly,
All right. Gay. Gay.
"Come here, little girl. I want to stick it in you."
The fuck? That's what Ardenshire said when he was sneaking on that elevator.
Needless to say, the mother grabbed her daughter and fled the scene. Luckily, Shane never did get close enough to even touch them. Being right behind a police station, it wasn't long before the police were on the scene and arresting him. Upon arrest, they searched his clothes and found his wallet, containing both his ID and, as you may expect, bath salts. In court, Shane explained that he was indeed—
What's bled into my real life? Arc raiders? Am I sniping people at real elevators now? Am I waiting people? I got a boogie bomb, right? I'm just hitting people that come around corners. I'm just tasing them. Oh God, I wish that was real. I wish that was real.
using the drug when he began to feel unbearably hot and removed his clothes in order to cool off in the—
Despite, do you have the $5? Because I'm not going to say it unless you give me the— if you show me the money, I'll do it. Show me that money and I will do it. All right? Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. I'm going to do another ad. Looking for smarter ways to browse and enjoy your favorite content without ads? Get the Perplexity Pro Bundle with Rumble Premium for just $19.99 a month. When you sign up before December 31st, normally a $29.99 value. With Rumble Premium, you'll get an ad-free viewing experience across all your devices and access to exclusive premium content, no interruptions. Just the videos and streams you love anytime, anywhere. Plus, Perplexity Pro boosts your productivity with unlimited research, unlimited uploads, exclusive member perks, and access to the latest and most advanced AI models for faster, smarter answers every day. Save over 30% on this powerful bundle. Head to rumble.com/premium before December 31st to sign up and unlock your premium experience.
the fountain. Feeling—
Sorry, I gotta do the ads. I gotta make my nut too. Okay? I gotta make something doing this.
This overwhelming sense of heat is a notably common side effect of the drug. Surveillance camera footage from the park proved the mother's story to be correct. Shane was soon hit with various charges related to lewd activity and exposure.
Yeah,
Bath
Tejas-
salts related case—
Tejas gets it, right? You get the nut, right, Tejas? You get that nut. We all need to nut. Everybody needs to nut, okay?
Those weren't relegated to Florida by any means. It was becoming an international—
Says John loves the nut.
issue for sure. One of the more memorable cases—
Are you guys ever gonna get tired of the gay jokes? Are you ever gonna get tired of the gay jokes? Are you? No, you're not.
took place in New York City. It all started when two teenage boys were playing basketball outside of their home, only to see a middle-aged looking woman, Pamela McCarthy, age 35, come rolling down the stairs leading up to her second-floor apartment.
What?
With the two buildings sharing the same parking lot, the boys were able to get a good view of what was happening as they saw this woman tumble down the stairs, rolling over her 3-year-old son, landing on top of him. She stood up with her arm around the young boy's waist. Despite having just wiped out onto the concrete, she
You guys can I'm not saying these comments. I'm not gonna say the comments that you're fucking
stood up as if nothing had happened at all.
They're bad.
She immediately
Bad
began to
comments.
argue with her
I can't say them, and I won't say some of them.
boyfriend, Jason Williams, who was already outside. Then she locked eyes with one of the
No,
teenage
God.
boys, showing
Can somebody make a comment that I can actually...
A spark of anger and shouting, "You better get out of here, you nasty F slur." That was when the boy dropped
nasty F slur.
his basketball and ran upstairs to tell his dad what was going on.
This guy called me an F slur. And if my son ran into the house and be like, "This kid called me an F slur," I'd be like, just call him one back. Wait, is he black?
Pamela started to chase the
Then you have a greater weapon. It's like Yoda. There is another.
boy, but he was able to get her lost behind a parked car and create some distance. Pamela then gave up.
There is another. And then I'd go out and I'd be
Instead-
like, I'd watch.
Walking over and sitting down next
And I'd be like, "Son, you're not supposed to say that." If anybody else saw it, like, but come on, dude. The people in this town know who I am. They wouldn't care.
to her young son,
They wouldn't
choosing to
care.
begin choking him instead. Hands around his neck, she began to spin in
No,
circles.
I live in a small, white, conservative beach town in Florida. I'm fine. I'm okay. And I know, like, a lot of people in this town.
Laugh. The teenager called 911 immediately as soon as he got inside.
They also know what I do. Weirdly enough.
Pamela then ran back up the stairs of her apartment. When she came back out, she was completely naked. She picked up her child and threw him down onto the ground. Her boyfriend scooped the boy up and ran across the street to a nearby
You guys, stop making comments like this. Despite what you heard says smiley face. There.
convenience store. Pamela ran
Because that is the only comment that in the last 10, 15 comments that I can actually use. That's the only one that I can actually say. It's not even words. The rest of them will get me a strike on YouTube. And also are just plain not nice. Can you get me another drink? Please.
ran after him,
They're not being nice.
What's happening?
Look at these comments. They're not being nice at all.
Okay, I will be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Chad's right. You should be a little bit more racist, honey.
Oh.
They all want you to say this word. How do you pronounce it?
I don't know. YouTube. Get out. Get out. Get out.
stopping in the middle of the
Get out.
street. She then came back to her apartment building and began to
I can't take her anywhere. God, she says it to the waitresses at the diner. I'm like, honey. She's like, what? She's white. I can see that.
climb back up
Yeah, I can
the stairs,
see
only getting about halfway up before she fell all the way back down to the ground, landing headfirst onto the concrete. She sat up, calmed down for about a minute, and began to attempt the stairs again. She got back into her apartment one more
Hey,
time.
Thotsky, how you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. I've been sick, haven't I?
I love you, Thought.
And I was in Hawaii too, so I'm like, blech.
What bean footage? Of what bean?
I think they're talking about your bean.
There's no footage of my bean anywhere.
You think?
This time coming out with a pit bull, only to roll down the stairs once again. Just as she did with her son, she landed on top of the dog and began to choke.
All right, let's see what Thought says. Hola, Sulk. And hi, Couch Turfing. I saw your arm. What are we watching? Waco Siege? No, we're watching bath salts. We're watching people chew each other's faces off. And talking about whatever these people are talking about. Why is a comment of... okay, I'm not... Okay.
Him as well.
Jesus, I can't even fucking do it. Yeah, okay. Bigby says, Jess, John told us to chat these things. Don't let him fool you. She could try, but she is easy to fool. I lie to her all the time.
This all took place over only about
And for not even like good reasons, just to do it.
5 minutes.
Just
This
to
was
do
when the
it.
first police began to show up.
Just to see if I can get away with it. Which I can. 'Cause I'm smarter than her. Because I'm a man.
Pamela began to growl at them as they approached her.
True.
When they got close, she attempted to bite one of them. They sprayed her with some pepper spray, but it had absolutely no effect. Still having her arm around the dog,
Jess wants you on the show. I don't think she wants to be on the show. I was thinking about having her do the show instead of me. Would you guys be willing to like accept her as a, let's call her a substitute cult leader? Would you guys be willing to accept that, or would that just be completely out of the question?
dog's neck, the police officers tried to pull her off, but it couldn't be done. This was when one officer warned her that he would tase her. She didn't care, so he fired once. As with the pepper spray, it had no effect. Pamela didn't even flinch. Trying again, he pressed the taser up against her back and fired.
I don't think she'll be on tonight, but I could probably have her on tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow or Thursday or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if she's willing and stuff like that. She's got to take care of babies and stuff, so it's like, you know, she's got stuff to do, and I can't do it. I don't have boobs. And that's what the kids want.
Fired. She finally let go of the dog, and this was when a trooper was.
Only if she's as sulky as you. Is she? No, she's not. She's actually rather pleasant to be around. It's a. I don't get it either.
Able to slap some handcuffs on her. She fell onto her stomach as the cop put his knee on her back to hold her down. Little did they know, Pamela was
Quit trying to get nudes of my wife, thought. Stop it. Stop it.
just recovering from heart surgery when she decided it would be an opportune time to try the.
Christian says Jess is great, but women equal bad. This is true. Thought, take notes. You are naturally inferior because of your womanliness.
Drug. She went into cardiac.
I don't make the rules. God does. And he knows what he's talking about. If he made you inferior, it was obviously for a reason.
Arrest shortly after and was rushed to the hospital where
there
she
you go.
ultimately passed away. Her boyfriend said after the fact that he had known of her history of drug abuse, but he had no.
It says Sulk hates the boomers, but Jess hates the uggos. Best of both worlds. No, here, hold on. I also hate ugly people. I think it's offensive for them to be out in public with the way they look, and it really upsets me. Don't do that to me. Don't. Hide yourself in the shadows. I'm not saying you can't come outside at all. I'm just like, be aware of your aesthetics and then hide yourself in the shadows when you see me coming, right? Or maybe some sort of burqa, something like that. Just understand that you're ugly and it upsets me.
Never seen her like this. Many times in the past,
So,
he had
yeah.
tried to get help for her, even trying to get her own mother to do something. This grandmother then took custody of Pamela's son, who was luckily treated with only minor injuries.
Teos says, no, the bid is to be super nice to her and always horrible to John. You guys are, you're pretty bad. You're pretty horrible. You guys are pretty mean. A lot. Not all the time. Sometimes you guys can be pretty nice, but only when it makes me uncomfortable, which is like, I don't know how to, is that still being horrible? Is that still being horrible to me?
Down in Georgia, a bizarre case took place that would do nothing to help the currently spreading rumors that bath salts were leading to a cannibalism epidemic, with some even saying that they would lead to the start of the zombie apocalypse.
Hey, Hog Dog, did you deal with any plane crashes today?
On an average day, some patrons were hitting some balls at a golf course when they saw a young man, Carl Laventure, jump out of the woods, completely naked, as he began to run around the Atlanta golf range. He picked up a club from the ground and began to wave it around his head as he screamed. Police were called. Once they showed up, they attempted to subdue the man, but they couldn't. This was due to what they themselves called his superhuman strength. When that failed, they turned to the pepper spray. This also left him completely unfazed. He didn't even attempt
Really?
to wipe it off or even close his eyes, leaving them wide open, red and bloodshot as he continued to battle the police.
Okay, shoot him.
Concerned, they upped the ante and pulled out the tasers.
Good
The
old
first shot
tasers.
did knock Carl down to the ground, but it only stopped him for a mere moment before he stood back up and continued his attack. One officer said, "We had to tase him approximately 5 more times on the scene to get him down.
Damn.
It took several officers to hold
Damn.
him down to get him
So he has 6 tasings? Yeah, it's 6 tasings.
cuffed." A video clip was recorded once Carl was finally on the ground. He was face down, naked, and mumbling incoherently.
Yeah, that might be PCP. That might be PCP. Thought says PCP is such good shit. Good for you, Thought.
Began to state that he was going to eat the faces off of
PC fucking Thought is just like punching through a steel door like Iron Man at the beginning when he's in an Afghani cave. Just bursting through walls like the Kool-Aid Man.
the officers.
I'd
Between
like to see
gibberish,
that.
curse,
I would love to see Thought on PCP. Can you do a PCP stream, Thought? I will chime in and I'll be like, hey, I'm here, everybody. Do it up. Do it. What do you smoke it? Do you ram it? How do you put PCP into your body?
words and nonsensical babbling, he threatened to eat even more of the golf course patrons. He then rambled about Tupac and Biggie before he started to make animal noises before moving on to more threats.
She says, no, when I do PCP, I like to go to Panera with a good book and have a bread bowl. Well, that doesn't sound fun. That sounds boring. How does PCP what is PCP? What is PCP?
He attempted
Am I
to
completely confused on what PCP is?
look up at the officer,
Is it a band that will they call them juggalos? Is that PCP?
saying, "I'ma eat you. I'll eat you. I don't want to eat you, but I will." The police were able to take him under control and haul him out to a nearby hospital. Unfortunately, he wasn't finished. He lashed out and attacked one of the nurses on site, causing another brawl with the police. His behavior was quickly linked to bath salts as well, only further bringing the designer drug into the spotlight. The chaos spread all the way to Houston, Texas. This was where a woman named Stephanie Dillard was driving along the road with her 3 children before...
Okay, I'm starting to notice a theme. Here. Do you guys also notice the theme?
She came to crash into a bus. All 3 of her kids, aged 16, 12, and 5, were left with minor injuries but fortunately survived the collision. Stephanie, instead of caring for her kids, instead began to strip off all of her clothes as she ran across the street into a nearby CVS.
Tracks? Okay, that tracks. Okay. So I got my kids here. I'm going to start doing bath salts and run naked in the CVS. You guys want anything? I'll steal it. I'll steal it.
Upon entering the store, she quickly made her way over to the frozen food section and found the ice cream. She began to ravenously consume the ice cream then and there in the store while continuing to remove her clothing.
Okay.
When the police arrived, she continued to eat the ice cream while attempting to both fight and
Is this just an animal? This is what animals do.
evade the police officers. Eventually, she was taken into custody. She was charged with multiple counts of endangering the welfare of a child.
Can I? Okay, well, that makes sense. Can I do another ad? Is that possible? Can I do another ad? I thought I had to wait 20 minutes, but maybe not. Yeah, failed to accept. Yeah, I gotta wait 20 minutes. For some reason, it's lit up.
Child as the kids were taken to live with their grandmother. Her bail was set for $2,000.
Come on! $2,000. $2,000. So like she needs to pay $200 to a bail bondsman, and then she's out. God, dude, what is with our justice system? Put her away. Put her in captivity, not incarceration. Captivity, right? Because that's what animals do. They leave their kids and then they go eat ice cream naked in the CVS, just like in the wild.
Police, once again, came to find that this case was related in large part to the use of bath
Atlanta, there's a lot of black people in Atlanta.
salts. Up in Illinois, a man named Matthew V. Miller, upon ingesting the substance,
Thought says, I saw a legit pimp. My first time in Atlanta, Like full purple suit, hat, cane, hose, walking behind around a bus station. It was amazing. That does sound amazing.
Himself,
That
jumped
does
onto the
sound
top of
pretty
the stranger's
interesting.
car and held onto the hood for an
It's like,
entire
"I'm a
4
pimp."
miles as the driver attempted to get away. The driver was terrified of Matthew's demeanor, saying that he was out of his mind. When the car came to a stop, the police took Matthew into custody. Matthew exclaimed that he was merely trying to run away from people that were trying to eat him. Police came to find an empty vial which previously contained bath salts out near where the ride started, believing that they had belonged to him. Matthew, lucky to even be alive without major injury, was charged with possession of a controlled substance, disorderly conduct, and criminal damage to property.
10 years. Did they give him 10 years? That other bitch, fucking child endangerment, they gave her a $2,000 bail. This guy's probably going away for a long time. Like, come on. Do you just not expect... They're still going to commit crimes if you give them no repercussions. Right? No repercussions whatsoever. Come on. Come on. Please. Please punish the black people for the crimes that they commit. That's not asking a lot. That's not asking for the moon, Cricket. That's... please, just give them appropriate consequences for the crimes they commit. Okay? I understand that the world's racist, and because the world's racist, we have to literally let them get away with murder, OJ. But it's been a long time since, what, slavery? I don't know. It must have been slavery. Can we just, like, really, like, come on. That's a reasonable request, is put them in jail for the crimes they commit. At a reasonable rate, okay? Just not right back out on the street so you can strip naked and go violate the ice cream at the CVS. Please, 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 please.
In Pennsylvania, a 31-year-old new mother named Carla Murphy had just given birth 2 days prior and was still in the hospital. The doctors, feeling concerned that something was wrong with her mental state, decided to hold her over for a mental health.
Yeah, she just had a baby. Women don't be okay after that. They don't be. They don't, nope. They get a little loopy. Sometimes, not always. Jess was all right.
Evaluation. When they walked her back over to her new room, she began to freak out, running off into a nearby restroom. She stripped off all of her clothes and began to roll around on the bathroom floor while screaming in confusion. Doctors attempted to calm her down, but she was unable.
Critical Thought says postpartum psychosis is a whole other thing, though. Yeah, that's a real thing. Postpartum psychosis is a real thing. People go fucking nanners, dude. Like sometimes, not always, sometimes bitches go fucking crazy. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to sit here and like pretend I understand what happens, but that is a real thing. Postpartum psychosis does happen.
To respond to even the most basic of questions. She couldn't even answer as to where she was. Doctors administered an antipsychotic called Haldol and brought Carla to sit on the bed. She continued to flail around and yell at the staff. Eventually, she decided to make a break for it and run towards the door, pushing through a group of nurses and security to do so. The hospital security eventually brought her back to the bed and laid her.
Listen, so, hospital security in a maternity ward is tight. It is tight. They don't let you just go in and out of there. No. They check you in, they put a band on you and stuff like that. They put a band on the baby. It's pretty tight. So it's not like you just walk in and walk out with somebody's kid. There is layers, right? There's multiple layers. Like if you wanted to escape a hospital, you're going to have a tough time, right? It's not a prison. By no means it's not a prison, but there is generally one exit, and you're going to have to go through a few security gates to get there. Just saying. It's tighter than the airport. It is tighter than the airport.
Her down, but she shot back up one more time and punched a nurse in the face. She then kicked an officer and tried to bite him. She was held down until the Haldol finally put her to sleep, horse-kicking a nurse in the chest one last time as she faded out. Police came out to the hospital and arrested Carla when she came to. Investigators found a dismantled ink pen in her purse containing what appeared to be a white substance tightly rolled in medical tape with disco written across.
I don't know what that means.
Disco was the name of a specific brand of bath salts that was in circulation at the time. She was taken into Blair County Prison on a probation violation and an outstanding warrant.
Thought says, I can't even describe to you how many times I've been locked in an airlock of sorts on a labor and delivery floor. Really? How about that? Okay.
She was soon released and given her freedom once again as the hospital police declined to press charges. After the
Why? I mean, she just did have a baby, so I guess that's okay, fine. You just had a baby.
Incident, a caseworker...
We're gonna be like, okay, we're just gonna forget about this. You go take your baby. No! No, you had to give her Haldol. She had bath salts on her. You're gonna give her a baby just to walk out into the street with? No.
Visited her home and, upon getting permission from Carla and her boyfriend, began to look around.
Thought says, because you may be able to badge in one side of it, but not the other, and the shit locks behind you. So yes, tight security. Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, it's tight security. It is surprisingly tight security. And like, when you try to leave, they're going to try to stop you, but you have to be like, okay, I'm not a prisoner. I want to go. I want to go. You have to be kind of firm.
This led to police conducting a full search, finding needles, plenty of tinfoil, broken bottles containing brown residue, and, of course, bath salts. Carla's boyfriend admitted that she had a problem with the substance, but he had thought that she stopped using it after they previously had issues with her actions. In the end, both he and Carla were charged with various paraphernalia offenses. Out in Ohio, Vandalia to be specific, one family had quite the weird bath salts experience.
No way.
In November, an 11-year-old boy came home to find a 44-year-old man, Terry Trent, sitting on his couch and watching TV. The boy had never seen this man before. The boy's...
The thought says, what the fuck are bath salts even? Like, what drug? I don't know. I don't know what bath salts are. Somebody will chime in and probably give the scientific name, but that won't help me at all. I have no idea what bath salts are. None. I have no idea. I have no idea. None.
Screamed out to his mother, who was next door with the neighbor. This was when Terry stood up and said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'll get my things and go." The mother called the police and screamed for the neighbors to come and help. She came over to get her son to see that candles were lit, the TV was on, and to her surprise, a Christmas wreath had been placed on both the front door and the garage door. She then went inside and was shocked to see that the drugged-up intruder had actually put up all of her Christmas decorations inside as well.
You asshole! You didn't even do the dishes? You can stay, though. Do you like turkey? I'll fix you a plate. I mean, like, he's doing work around the house. Well, can you just please hang a few pictures for me?
Rather than getting into the criminal spirit, it seems that Terry had been taken over by the holiday spirit instead. Christians...
Krampus. It was probably Krampus.
May call this a Christmas miracle, but anyone else would probably just say that it's really weird. When the police came out...
Look, dude, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, all right? If some crackhead breaks into your house and starts doing your chores and stuff, don't be like, oh, I'm calling the police. Or, no, be like, well, okay. Okay, I'm just going to let him do this, and he's going to leave, and then my house is going to be spotless, and then I hope he comes back next week.
They caught Terry and found that he had a pocket knife on.
I start paying him in bath salts, and then we got a good thing going. We got a little transaction going on here, right? He just gets cooked on bath salts outside of my house, and then it's free housekeeping. It's not that bad. It's not the worst deal in the world.
On his possession, noting that it appeared he had been abusing bath salts. According to the police, he had a long history of drug-related charges against him. Terry was charged with burglary and taken into the Montgomery County Jail.
Burglary, though. Burglary. He's putting up Christmas decorations. Far from burglary.
New York State clearly had its hands full with the epidemic. The bath salts cases weren't isolated to New York City by any means, with a smaller city named Utica notably having their own battle against the substance users. While there were many cases within the city, a few gained more notoriety than the others. One Saturday night, the police were called out to investigate a woman who was reported to be, quote, emotionally disturbed. Once an officer approached her, she lunged towards him, pouncing on him, and tried to bite down on his face. According to the police, she was screaming that she wanted to kill them and eat them. She was taken into the hospital for a mental health evaluation. 2 days later, the same police were called to investigate yet another woman going berserk on bath salts. Once the
so is this whole bath salts thing, this is out of style, right? People don't do bath salts anymore. Right? Or is it still hip to do bath salts? Because I feel like it says in the early 2010s, people over the US and Europe were actually so it seems retro. This is 15 years ago. 2010 was 15 years ago. I make you feel old. What do you think about that? It seems kind of retro. You know how like people do coke? People did coke in the 80s and stuff like that. People don't do coke anymore. It's been out of style for a long time. Well, it's expensive. And too expensive. And then like, I mean, depending on where you get it, it's probably going to be shit. Right? You stomped on a million times. And it's like fucking, it's probably laced with fentanyl anyway. So like there's a 50% shot you're going to die from it. So like whatever.
Officers showed up to the scene in which they were called. They were greeted with the sight of a 22-year-old woman.
That says, oh, people do coke. Come hang out at a military base. No.
In the middle of the street wearing nothing but a pair of underwear. She was foaming at the...
No, thank you. No. Coke's not even like fun, dude. It's like, I mean, it's like, what? Yeah, no thank you.
Mouth, running into traffic, behaving violently, and nearly getting hit
I'm not asking. I know Coke's still out there. Trust me. I know, like, it's got to be everywhere. But it's just like, I don't know. Maybe some people like it better.
Car after car. She was screaming to anyone who may listen that her clothes were electrocuted.
Hog says, especially in ski towns in the mountains. Dude, I grew up in, like, you know, just a little bit west of Tahoe. I know. You know how many fucking rich people are in fucking Tahoe? You know what I mean? Like, people would fucking flip over their snowboards and do a line off the fucking snowboard. It's fucking zoomed. I know.
Her and that she, in her own words, had metal inside of her, whatever that might mean. She said that her skin was burning, on fire, and that she couldn't get near any metal or wires. The police had to hold the woman down and restrain her until an ambulance could arrive. She was taken to St. Elizabeth's Hospital. It turns out that she had tried to inject the bath salts into her system, but upon failing, instead decided to eat the entire bag.
Oh my God. Hey, Jess.
While you may have had the impression that these problems...
They want you to do the Sulk stream. Do you want to do the Sulk stream? Yeah. Do you want to do the Sulk stream? Do you guys want to do the Sulk stream? You'll probably get more donos.
Turn the camera up a little bit so I can nurse while I do it.
We'll call it a maybe.
Problems were isolated to the US and Europe. Canada was having its own struggle with the illicit substance as well. One night in Calgary, the police were called at around midnight to come check out a young man who was behaving very strangely. Witnesses had seen the young man, roughly 18 to 25, attempting and succeeding in hurting.
Hog Dog says I did New Year's in South Tahoe in 2001. Oh my God. Yes, I've done New Year's in Tahoe, and it is lit. It's fucking lit, dude. I mean, it's fucking packed. It's a good time. It is a good time. Don't get me wrong. It's a fucking good time.
Himself in various ways. The police arrived to see a nearly naked
That's like 2001, dude. That's back in the day, dude. Those were the good times, right? 9/11 just happened, and then like some other stuff was going on in America, I'm sure. I don't know.
young man standing in an alleyway, slamming his face up against a fence repeatedly and behaving very...
Taya says, stop shirking your responsibilities. Is this my responsibility to make an ass out of myself out of... There's 74 assholes? Yes. This is my responsibility. This is what I do to bring... This is how I help society. This is what I do.
Irrationally. The man was spacing out entirely, not showing any response whatsoever to the police's commands. He was bleeding heavily from his face.
Hog Dog says I was drunk as fuck downtown Tahoe, shoulder room only. Yep. I've had the experience, yes.
It took what the police called a sufficient amount of officers to take him down.
Knobsdog says New Year's 2001 would have been before 9/11, retard. Really, Knob? Really?
Once the ambulance was called, they had to chemically subdue the man in order to calm him down. The officers noted that he seemed to have superhuman strength and an infinitely high threshold for pain.
What?
He was taken away to the hospital with
I'm sorry. What? September usually comes... Oh, right. No. So was it... It was 2001 to 2002. It wasn't 2000 to 2001, right? Because it's like... right? Depends on which one.
non-life-threatening injuries.
I guess it would have been 2000. So you're right, Knob. You're right.
Doctors found that he had nearly succeeded in cutting his
2000. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Knob. Okay. Yep.
His entire nose off.
I got confused because I'm stupid. I don't care. Oh no, I'm stupid and gay. I don't care. I don't fucking care. But I bet that was a banger party though. I bet that was a banger party, Hog Dog.
Off. When it was found that his body temperature...
Am I having a stroke? Would you care? Would you care? If I fucking bit my tongue off on stream right now, would you guys do anything? Would you call the cops? And be like, yo, did you guys see this? I don't have any information on him, so, yeah.
was abnormally high. It was concluded that bath salt...
I know he's gay. Thank you. I'm just dying from bleeding out because my tongue is severed.
were the likely culprit. In Scottsdale, Arizona, a 45-year-old man named John Brigham had gotten into a car accident. This was when he stripped naked in the middle of the road and stood on top of his car, screaming and chanting. He managed to make his way over to a woman in a Prius nearby, pulling her out of the car and successfully carjacking it. He took off down the road and crashed into a group of 5 other vehicles, causing the Prius to roll.
Despite's right, but New Year's Eve 01 would be 12/31/01. So it's understandable how I got that mistake, right? If you're on New Year's Eve 2001, it is December 2001. It is the end of December 2001. Had he said I was there for 2000, but it's understandable. That is an understandable mistake.
Multiple times, being ejected from the car and sent flying down the road. He stood back up and then...
Shut up, Knob. I know you're not gay.
Attempted to run down the road and steal another car.
Shut up.
All the while, he was continually screaming, "The Indians are coming." The police observed John as he attempted to make his way into 2 more vehicles. In the end, 7 people were injured. One of the injured was a pregnant woman. The police finally wrangled John and took him out to jail. There, he tore off all of his clothes once again and began to scream as he banged on the walls. It was obvious that he was in some sort of drug-induced stupor, with the witnesses claiming that he had been on bath salts. He was taken to the hospital to be evaluated. John was charged with 6 counts of endangerment, 3 counts of attempted robbery, 2 counts of aggravated assault, 2 counts of leaving the scene of a crash, 2 counts of driving under the influence, 1 count of robbery,
Nice.
and 1 count of vehicle
Nice.
theft. He was held in jail on a $100,000 bond.
$100,000, not $2,000. $100,000, not $2,000. Come on. $100,000.
In Greendale, California, a 77-year-old woman asked a 20-year-old man, Robert William White, to stop attempting to hit pigeons with a shovel.
No. No. I will not do that. Are they your pigeons? No. Squash.
Upon hearing this, he turned to her and told her, "I hate you and want to kill you today," before hitting her over the head with his shovel. Robert
Well, at least he, he really telegraphed that move. She should have dodged. I know she's 77, but if you could get a full sentence out about how you're going, I would at least.
then ran over to his apartment in a nearby building and locked himself inside, hiding away for well over an hour. This was when the police were able to get a key from management and let themselves inside. He was accused of attempting to kill the old woman. However, he was completely incoherent. He didn't respond logically to anything they were saying.
No
All
shit.
he did was fight back.
Squashing pigeons with a shovel in New York. Would you even? I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just been like, yeah. Yep. Yep. At least he's not shitting in the public. Yeah, he's squashing pigeon. Whatever. Fine. It's fine.
He told police that he was an alien and
said, Karen, shut up, Karen. I'm just squashing pigeons over here. There's just a bunch of pigeon corpses. If I was there, I would be a mess. I would just be just like shriveled on the ground, just dying of laughter. I'd be like, this city is magical. I had no idea I was gonna see this today. But like, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy.
that he had been in direct contact with Jesus Christ at
Hi,
the time
Gamer.
of the attack, who
Hi.
had pushed him to do it in the first place. The police were
Welcome, sir.
forced to resort to using rubber bullets and taser guns just to arrest him. When they did, they handcuffed him to a wheelchair to get him out of the
Yeah, now
apartment.
they're fucking rats with wings. Who gives a shit? They're fucking pigeons. There's a million of them. And they're pests. Squash away, sir. I don't care.
While being wheeled out, Robert began to shout, "God loves you all," while holding an expression of rage to all the bystanders who were now watching. Robert was taken to a local hospital, as well as the old woman. The old woman was injured, but nothing life-threatening. She made a full recovery. Robert was found to have been drinking soda that he had filled with bath salts.
What do you call that? What do you call that, mixologist, sir? What is that? What? Somebody think of something clever. I can't think of any. Give me a minute. I'll think of something. I want to say Shirley Temple, but like, it's not spicy enough. A Joy Rogers? No. I'll figure it out. A salty Coke? Eh.
In Phoenix, Arizona, one man
Goon Ricky? That's better. That's better.
took bath salts while driving a moving truck that he had rented. While driving, he stripped off his pants.
Drop it, okay? Drop it, bro. We're way past it. We're way past the entire New Year's Eve. It's fine. I'm not offended, okay? I get things wrong sometimes. Not always. Not even sometimes. It's rare, honestly. I rarely get things wrong. Kind of brilliant. Kind of an avant-garde genius. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. But, I mean, you guys might not agree with that, but... Hold You guys keep watching.
Pants. However, in doing so, he lost control and crashed the
I
truck
want to
into
end
someone's
my
home.
show.
He then fled from the scene without pants
to
and ran off
end
into
my
the
show.
night. Luckily, it was 2:30 a.m. and the owner of the home was sleeping in a bedroom in the back of the home when the truck plowed through and completely destroyed the living room. Unluckily, though, his home was deemed...
Anyways, anywho, thank you for coming and enjoying my show. I appreciate you being here and being you. And please hit the like button and the share and the subscribe and all those things, because I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening and get out there and make the best of your lives. Do those salty cokes. Do all that. And make me proud. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I will. And until then, I hope you guys drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves. Because I care about you too. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Good night.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Black Ness Monster too. Government lies, they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, roaring like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word.